Hello, everyone. Matthew, the GM here for Wrath&Glory, Imperial Truth. If you're watching this, I have a little bit of a oopsie to admit to. It seems that I accidentally clicked a button at the beginning, and you could not hear me for about the first hour of the game. So I'm just here going to give you a synopsis of what happened and cut you right into the action. I don't want you to have to sit through all that. Don't worry about it. So basically, the PCs are all there. Casper couldn't make it, so Aid was just played by me. They were in the warehouse. They're hiding. These guards, these unidentified guards, came in, started going through a whole bunch of boxes, gathering some stuff up, and then these gangers showed up. They made small talk about some sort of deal that they obviously had. They go back and forth, and the PCs are trying to figure out what to do. Eventually, the PCs decide, namely Jacta decides to go down and investigate and try to interrupt this thing and get like a firefight started, which he does. But he accidentally another actual warehouse guard is able to see him and tries to confront him about it. And then the guard gets kind of mixed up in everything without Jacta's being revealed, and basically Jacta decides to kill the guard, which starts the firefight, which just starts all this chaos between the two/three groups. So there's a lot of stuff that goes on. I think you'll be very interested with the rest of this story. So without any further ado, you're pretty much caught up. They're just in the middle of combat right now, and get right into it. Thank you. Sorry about it. Won't have it again. So, back to where we were. All right, where did we leave off?
Fighting.
Yeah, just waiting for people to go down.
Yep. So yeah, and you took it. Jacta took a pot shot at
Servitor.
At the servitor, and then Bruce was waiting. All right, so a couple more firing going. Jacta. I'm gonna think. Juliet's hiding. Bruce is doing that. All right. So the next round sort of happens, and the servitor is rushing you, Jacta. With his meaty claw. Doo doo doo. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Where the heck is his initiative?
Don't get pulped, you fool.
So
how much
close.
shot do you have left?
Okay, noted. What's your initiative? What's your defense right now, Jacta?
My defense is 3.
Okay. He hits you with a whole bunch. Do you want to try to go full defensive?
Does he have a power claw?
Yeah.
What he's attacking me with?
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be a good idea.
How much is what's he gonna have to make up to
3?
not? Yeah, you're not gonna make that. I don't think. What's your initiative? It must be 4. Yeah.
Well, I got 3.
Oh, you legend.
Yeah, he still hits you because it's meet and beat in the system.
Oh, it is. That's right.
Because he got a total of 6, but he can't get any extra damage or anything like that. Because he got 1, 2, you get 2,
minus 3
4,
AP.
5. Yeah, you get 6 total, and you have initiative of 3, and then you got 3 more, so that's 6.
Should I spend a glory?
You can try.
To what? Get an extra
1.
Yeah.
I'll spend a glory.
Good.
I get it.
Yep. Yeah, you just peel back, and this claw just comes screaming down at you, and you just kind of skitter back a whole bunch. This thing would crush even Bruce in one. If it got into it, the actual claw, it would mess him up. So it would make you into a
that's already
tuna.
happened before, and it didn't. So I wouldn't worry about it. I refute this. Good work, dude. Okay. I guess is it just gonna attack you again, or what's happening now? 'Cause I'm
No,
still
no. So,
wait.
more people start firing. You actually so a lot of the gangers are starting to make a retreat out of the trying to make it towards the exits, basically making a slow retreat, and the guards are keeping sort of still. Though one of the guys that had the backpack of stuff is trying to make a beeline, and you see the woman. The head guard is sees this and is in hot pursuit and is firing at this guy.
Oh, jeez.
Anybody else
Well,
want to do anything?
I kind of feel like we should, one, get that guy that's running, two, get her, and maybe we also need to rescue you, Jacta, because you're about to be smacked again because you don't have a turn.
Yep, because your whole turn was basically absorbed of running, like getting not getting hit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think this is the time we all have to like hurt people. I think I'll go. I think I'm going to try and dive down on top of the leader
Yep.
and just mulch her. But I think how much glory do we have left? Because we want to have 2 turns in a row. I think one. Okay, so we can have 2 turns in a row.
Yeah. Well, you have one, so yes, you have one action now. PCs have one action right now, and then if you guys seize the initiative, you can get one of your other guides to go. Which you can, I'm going to let you guys. If you want, when you want Aid to go, Aid will go. If not, he'll go at the end of the round.
It's hard. I think Jules shoots someone, and then I jump down and try and smolt and use the seize, and then mush the leader, and then hopefully go after the other person. But yeah, take it away, I guess.
Yep, let's do that.
Who are you gonna shoot?
I'm gonna shoot one of the guards, or maybe I should try shoot the thing that's attacking Jacta.
Yeah, it's hard. I think
Like
maybe do
flamer?
that because he's gonna get mulched again.
You don't know.
Okay.
Well, you can keep full defensing, but then
Yeah,
you're just
It just
stuck
means
there.
you don't get to actively do anything.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So
Watch, he's gonna roll
Yeah.
to attack me and roll all ones next time.
All ones. All ones. There
All
we go.
ones.
I reckon
All right, so who's going? Because we need to we got to keep things going.
Jules go.
Me first?
Yeah, you murder something, and then I'll jump down.
Okay, I want to use my flamer and
Oh yes.
I want to attack the thing that's attacking Jacta.
What is the range on the flamer?
16, isn't it?
The regular flamer, right? Like it's not a hand flamer.
No, it's probably a regular flamer.
It's a normie.
Actually, surprisingly enough, like miniaturized items, aka
16,
small things, are
exactly.
actually really hard, are a lot rarer.
So
Yeah, it's 16.
16.
you can shoot-
All right.
It's
you can shoot
16.
double your range though, and just take a 2d penalty.
Mm-hmm.
So you should be able to do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can get the what are the keywords on flamer again?
Salt
Fire
blast.
and Imperium.
Fire and Imperium. Not keywords. I apologize. Tags.
Traits.
Assault,
Traits.
Assault, blast,
blast,
medium, blaze, and
blaze.
spread.
Blast. I think blast is small or medium.
Medium.
Okay, so that means you can get 3. I'll say if you take the 2 die penalty, you can get 2. You can get 3 of the guards, because the guards are sort of have their backs to you, and you're looking towards the gangers. And the gangers are facing you. So if you take the 2 in penalty, problem is you're just so high up, versus how low they are, and this is such a running pitch, sort of a moving battle. It's actually hard to get like multiple. Now you can take no penalty, but you're only going to get 1 of them.
I'll take the 2 penalty.
So
Then-
So Does it mean that I click make an attack roll, or do I roll
I will
separate?
I roll the DN. Yeah, I increase the DN on my end. So if you're rolling to attack these guys,
roll them bones.
Okay.
Murder. You didn't put your thingy in.
Yeah, you didn't do that right.
The you have to link it to your weapon skill in the combat tab.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like the skill / attribute. So it's like BS/AG.
Do I have to add?
No. So it should just do it automatically. So if you go to the combat tab on your character sheet and you see where you have your gun called like Flamer or whatever. Unless you haven't put it in, but I mean, I don't know.
Put in Flamer.
Yep. So there's like a little drop down, between range and rating. And
yeah, I see it.
And so you want to click that and go BS/AG, and then you can roll it. You can roll an attack roll there, you know.
Yep.
Oh. Oh no.
You got 2.
Can I use a Wrath and reroll?
You're always welcome to use Wrath. Let me look at their D real quick. Okay. Yeah.
Just not a glory. I need the glory.
You'll reroll 3 dice.
Yeah, reroll 3 dice.
Okay.
Oh, good work.
3 more.
Yep. Yep. You got 3 total. You may shift 1. You can shift the 6 to damage if you want.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay. Go ahead. So roll normal flamer, then you'll add an extra ED, basically extra damage dice.
So I rolled it again?
No, you just roll.
Attack?
So you
I
roll.
I rolled the damage.
2D.
Yep.
You just roll 2d6.
Yep,
basically.
basically.
Okay, sure.
Because there's the base damage of a weapon, and then you add that, plus let me know if there's any armor penetration on it.
Let me see them boxcars. Okay.
You got 1. So what's the base damage of a flamer?
10.
10. So it's 11 damage. Ooh, that's pretty good. Yeah, you start cooking some of these guys. Their armor is surprisingly flame retardant, so they're not taking as much damage. But I mean, you still cook a few of them.
Okay.
Oh. Alrighty. Well, I would like to use that glory then and
See
jump
the
down
initiative?
and
You
stomp
got
a nerd. All right. How hard? Like, this is going to be quite hard to do, right?
Yes, she's much farther away now because you were kind of planning where she was standing, and then she started running and firing towards this guy. So you're going to have to put some serious muscle behind this to get there.
In that case,
I hope you didn't skip leg day.
I play my trap card.
I play my trap card.
What is your trick card?
He makes Eldar cry.
Oh, he makes Eldar cry.
It reduces the penalty, any penalties by
Operator
tier
saying
plus
ignore up to
rank.
Tier
So
plus
4.
3 DM penalty until the end of the round for any the tiers.
Oh,
of
tier
Isha.
plus 3. Shit.
So 5.
Up
Yeah,
to,
so there should basically be no penalties on that.
Yeah, now that doesn't. If its base difficulty was a certain amount, yes.
Well,
but
so base difficulty is like the standard DN is like 3.
Yeah.
And then
depending on the situation, yes.
Well, no, the standard is always like 3, and then you add modifiers.
In your little universe, that may be true, but may not be in mine.
Okay. in the rules, but whatever.
I know.
But all right, so I am going to jump down and stompity stomp.
Okay, roll.
Crush
roll up
nerd.
beautiful bean finish.
Okay, well I'm going to re-roll that.
Not
But,
good
I
enough.
mean,
Not all
in
successes.
In the rule of the base game, that's more than enough. But So this is athletics interaction attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reroll 5 die. So that's an extra 2. So that's 6.
Yep. Oh yeah. So you can move. Normal is a -1 plus every 6. Actually, you can't because you have to move a 6 over to increase the difficulty.
No, you do 1 base, and then you can by just achieving it. So it goes against whatever her athletic skill is.
Right.
But minus the penalties. So, so if I achieve it, then I can reduce her defense or give her a +1 penalty.
You can make her
every 6
vulnerable,
after
or
that,
you make her vulnerable, or you make her, or you hinder her.
Hinder her, and I'm going to hinder her by 1 if I've succeeded.
Yeah. So you're going to hinder her.
Yep.
Okay, so is your +1 difficulty to do anything for the next test? However, you didn't have any 6s to shift over. That's the kicker. That's what I was trying to explain earlier. Is shifts are really how you get better at a roll, rather than just getting a whole bunch of successes.
Well, so with an interaction attack, just by beating the DN.
Yeah, I know.
You can do by 1.
So but you can't increase that +1 anymore unless you have 6s to shift.
No, that's right.
Okay, but you sort of get on top of her, and you sort of she sort of stumbles out of the way, and she's just like, what the hell, and she's a little confused with where this big shark man creature came out of nowhere.
Yep.
So now it's their go. She is going to actually try to shoot you, just because you were right there, you came out of nowhere.
What gun she got?
A dueling las pistol.
Okay.
In the face.
She can try.
What is your defense?
My defense is 3.
Oh, okay.
By the way, Matt, just out of curiosity, I've noticed on some of your rolls you're using greater than 5 instead of greater than 4. Is that intentional?
Don't worry, I'm just counting the numbers. Don't worry about that. I'm still counting the numbers because I am a dumb boy and I don't know how to do macros. Well, she hits you, but there's a complication.
Yes.
So
she falls in love with me.
She breaks a nail.
It's going to be a little more substantial than that.
Yeah, she falls in love with me.
No, that's not.
She looks into my shark face.
What is your resilience right now?
My resilience right now is 9.
9. What is it? Was an AP -1?
No, it's nothing for dueling.
Oh, is it nothing for dueling?
Yeah, dueling just has a base damage of 10, I believe.
Okay, yep. So you said 9. So you take 1 wound.
Ooh, I think I will soak.
No, okay. There'll be 2 shock if you do.
Yep. That's fine by me. Cool.
Yep. Okay. Yep. You take shoot talking dead. Yeah. She shoots you pretty much right in the chest. But you don't. You sort of your mass absorbs most of it.
Yep.
All right. Then back to you guys. So the only one who hasn't gone is Jacta, but Jacta is
gave up my turn for that round.
So it's their turn. This means that the servitor is going to smash Jacta.
Why you gotta be like that? Now, am I still benefiting from my full defense?
Your full defense is until the end of the round, if I remember reading correctly. So no.
Okay.
The round that you have that full initiative, but once the round goes back up, if anyone starts firing, you're not. They don't have your full defense.
Yep.
You can though full defense.
All ones. I mean, I got 1-1 and 2 2s.
Your initiative is what? Your defense is 3.
3, yeah.
Yeah.
So he hits me.
He hits you. You can do.
You know what?
You can do full defense.
I'm not full defensing. No,
Okay.
I'm not full defensing again.
Okay.
We're not doing that dancing game.
Yep. That's. Oh, I forgot something. He's got the unwieldy quality on the claw.
which makes it more difficult for him to hit.
I think it increases the DN by the number.
Yes.
2.
So he actually doesn't hit you.
Yay!
It's a big, massive
What did he
thing.
get? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we got 4.
Yeah,
on
he'd
that
have to get 5 to hit you. So no, he misses. You kind of duck underneath it, and you're able to actually just get out of the way and still be able to do stuff. But you won't be able to go till next round. This next round, and then finally Aid's going to fire, but he's going to fire at.
Flamer.
No, he doesn't have a flamer. He has a hotshot las pistol.
He is a flamer.
Oh, he probably does, but
Yeah.
he's not using it.
Plus, he's up on the upper level, so
Yeah, he needs the range. Plus, he's going to help Jacta out by shooting at the servitor, because Jacta looks like he's kind of pinned in a corner.
I got him right where I want him.
Uh-huh. Robodope him.
Yep. Wow.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Those 2 successes.
Yep. Nope. He shoots and it goes just over the thing's shoulder. Actually, no. His defense is 2. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He hits. Yeah, he hits barely. Let's see. Yeah. He actually hits, just like hits the shoulder, and it kind of lurches forward a little bit. But it's still going. I mean, it's still a pretty tough thing. Alrighty. So we are now at the top of the round again. The PCs may go.
I think I would like to maim this lady.
God. You gonna eat her finger?
Yeah. So can I clarify? How are we handling non-lethal stuff?
Well, that's mostly means you got to do a whole bunch of shock. And
yeah, no, I know how it works in that, but say
that's a
I
good
couldn't,
question.
for example, cold shot.
I would assume it depends on what weapon you're using, because like I don't think you can really do non-lethal with a chainsaword, but I think you could if you're beating them with a stun baton.
If you could beat them with the backhand, right? You could
actually,
club them with.
That's a good thing that you brought up stun baton. We can look at stun baton real quick, because it probably actually talks about how to.
Well, stun baton has a specific rule that does shock damage whenever you do wounds as well.
Right.
Yeah.
It's really nasty, but
yeah. So I think sort of the only things I can do if we're playing it just like that and you don't include cold shot abilities is like interaction attacks.
Yeah.
And like I guess persuading people and stuff.
Why don't you just beat her with your fists?
Well, to be fair, you can't really stun. You can't really be non-lethal with a gun. Like that's not how guns work.
Well, you could shoot their leg off. I mean,
you know they can die from that, right? Like that's.
Yeah. Well, look, I know, but like that's the point. Is like. If you get a good enough shot, you can do it, right?
Yeah, I'll let you.
Bruce is a doctor that can miss all the arteries in the leg.
Basically, what I'll do is, if you called shot, as a standard difficulty, like the tier 1 called shot, you can do basically what I will consider non-lethal. I'll make up more concrete rules later, but basically, if you can lower their wounds to 0, you don't kill them. They won't go. They won't basically have to take was it
death saving throws?
Death saving throws.
Resolve test or whatever it's called.
It's some R word.
How far away is this other person with the case?
Probably by this point, like 8 meters, 9 meters.
Okay.
He's been running and gunning too. He's not full out running at this point.
I think I'm gonna cold shot and try and. So if I just do normal damage, right?
Yeah.
Like, and she goes down. We can try and stabilize her with medication.
Yes, you can, but that's always a chance that you won't succeed on that.
Yeah, it's always risky.
And she could die before you get a chance to get to her.
All right. Well, yeah. No, in that case, I am just gonna do that. I think that is kind of.
Brucey's going for the more lethal option.
Yep, and I'm going to go do an all-out attack.
Okay.
So I get 2 extra bonus die.
Yes, but you lowers your defense by 2.
Yes. And yeah, so I should be rolling 10 die.
10 die.
And I'm going to do a cold shot to get extra ED, just the lowest level.
Okay, so that's +1 difficulty or +2 difficulty? No, +1 difficulty. It's probably +1 difficulty.
It's +2. It's 2, 4, 6. So
Okay,
it's
yeah,
gonna
that's right.
be
It's 2, 4, 6. but, you know,
probably difficult, but not
You
difficult
smash
enough.
her
Otherwise, we
head.
get a complication.
What will the
So
complication?
I get 6, 7. I get 8 to hit,
Okay.
and I get a comp.
And her difficulty was increased by 1. Her defense was 4.
You've got 9 there, sir.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got 3 6s, so you
Oh,
add
shit.
3 to that.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't see
1, 2,
the
3,
last 5.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, total of 9. Her defense with the difficulty is 5.
Okay, so I can shift just
2 of
one.
those.
Oh no, yeah, 2. Yeah, you're right. So I'm gonna shift 2, so that takes me to 5 ED.
Too bad I don't have does this...
I don't want to kill her, guys. Rolls 10d6, smash his head.
Go to sleep.
Just go to
What
sleep.
it actually is Bruce doesn't understand.
Oh my god! Oh, Jesus Christ!
Wow.
I
4
think I might have
6s and a
actually
1.
polarized
Okay,
her.
yeah, so that's...
7 plus
8.
8. So 15 damage.
Yeah, you know that whole lethal wanted to see if she was okay,
Yeah.
and try to heal her, and maybe that's not gonna happen when you've got essentially none of your neck anymore.
Yep.
Like, you basically
Fair enough.
decapitate her with your bite.
What's the comp? Is that the comp?
Yeah,
Or
that's part of the comp. It's a combination of
Okay.
stupid amount of damage because you just gave her
Yeah.
like 6 wounds,
Yeah.
and you also and you have a complication. Which
Yep.
the complication
Alright,
is
well-
you wanted to save her and now you definitely can't.
Well, she's gone, guys. Sorry. Tried my best.
Yeah, and this is pretty brutal for everyone else too, because he's like moving and jerking around, but then he just goes forward. He wanted to go for like her shoulder, but she moved. She tried to get out of the way, and she ends up like his mouth just comes completely down on her jugular and rips it wholeheartedly out. Like you can almost see the back of her spine through her neck, type of thing. Just utterly vicious blood, arterial blood just starts spewing everywhere. Go ahead and Mr. Bruce, go ahead yet again. Make me a resolve test. Resolve
do you
a
mean conviction.
conviction.
Or resist corruption.
Yeah, for
or...
resist corruption.
So there's 2. There's resist corruption and there's conviction. Resist
Yeah,
corruption is
there's
like you've already failed.
Conviction is the willpower one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Conviction is the one for resolve is for like fear stuff, and conviction is for corruption. You don't get the bonuses from Juliet because I believe Juliet is too far away from you at this point.
Yeah. So there's conviction, which is like a chance to stop getting corruption at all, and then there's resist corruption, which is like separate.
No, they should be the same thing.
I
I think
the
this
2.
character sheet may split them up, but they're the same role. They should.
What
be the same.
you're thinking of? So the corruption on the sheet is just to indicate the difficulty number. You still take conviction, but then there's a later test afterwards if you fail it. And
That's for malignancies, I think. Actually,
yes.
Isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Cool. I get a 2, which fails the test, so I get corruption.
Yes, you get a point of corruption.
Yep. I'm at 5.
Ooh, noted.
So
as a little
I
red
have to-
man whispers in your ear.
Yeah, I gotta mutate now.
I will handle that later. We'll not
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that
that's
right
fine.
now. It's not instantaneous.
Alrighty.
Grows third arm.
Hi
Very
guys.
amazing.
So yes, that was Bruce's action. Then they're gonna go. Servitor. Actually, Juliet. Some people are going to since the flamer has just unloaded. The guards have like completely pivoted around because they realize someone's behind them and above him, and they're just going to take a volley shot right at you.
Okay.
They got 5 successes. I'm assuming that beats your defense.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So they're gonna roll.
Also, now that Bruce is mutating, Juliet needs to use her card.
Yeah, do I have to use my card on my turn, or can I use it now?
You can use it whenever. You don't have to use it right now. Also, you don't know he's mutating. Like that's a very internal thing. So yeah, you what's your resilience right now?
My resilience is 9.
I thought it would be higher than that, but that's possible.
The power armor actually doesn't give as much as
AV.
Okay.
9/5.
Yeah, you take 1 wound as a very potent las pistol shot just goes right into your armor, and it cinches a little bit. You're welcome to soak if you so choose, but you have to roll and do all that fun stuff unless you just want to take the wound.
I think I'll just take the wound.
Okay, sure. All right, yeah. So you get Bing back. Now it's PC's turn.
Going for the servitor.
Servitor. Okay.
So since my gun is jammed,
Yep.
I'm going to take a multi-action to activate my chainsword in my arm and attack the servitor.
Okay. Done.
Is this thing bigger than your average person, or is it just average?
No, it's just an average person. Servitors are considered medium. You have to get into like Terminator's size to get like large.
And you can only aim with ranged weapons, correct?
No, you can aim. That's a good question.
I think it's all-out attack is the melee thing.
Yeah, I think so. I'd have to go.
I'm not gonna all-out attack. So yeah, I'm just gonna no dice.
You can cold shot with melee though. But...
Yes, you can.
I have 2 plus a crit, so that's 4 icons total.
Roll. I'm gonna roll the Wrath deck for you.
Yay! My question is, does a 2 hit him alone?
Yes, his defense is only 2. So not only do you crit,
I will be shifting that 6.
Yeah, so you do more damage, or you can make the
I think I'm gonna do more damage because this thing is tough.
Well, I just sent you the card.
Oh, you did. Okay. Hold on. Now the way severity works, if I understand, is you shift dice, right?
Yeah, you can shift 6s to make it more severe. So sometimes it's better than shifting to damage.
Then I am shifting to activate the severity.
Mm-hmm.
I like this. So let me roll the base damage first.
Go ahead and put the Wrath card on the field.
Okay.
Kill him.
So I can see.
You gotta do it.
Looks like.
Oh, nice.
So I rolled a 3, but because of my brutal trait, that becomes a 4, so it does 1 extra damage.
Okay.
So that is a total of 10 base.
10 base. So yeah, he takes a few wounds.
And then, do you want me to roll the card as well?
Yeah, you roll. It's Crimson Ash, everyone, and it basically says the target will take 1d3 plus 1 wounds.
No, I'm going to add in the severity to this roll since I'm doing it.
1d3 plus 2 wounds, so 3 total more wounds.
Yep.
Yeah, you basically hit a gas line, one of the hydraulic lines, and it immediately ignites him and like covers him head to toe in fire, and he's just burning. And like immediately circuits pop, flesh melts, rubber just disintegrates, and it just falls to a pile of ash.
Victory is mine.
Victory is mine. All right. That was your go. So now it's the PC's go.
I can just delete this card, right?
Yeah. Now the bad guys will go. More of the gangers are making them they're almost to the exit. The ganger with the stuff is just about to enter the exit and go through that door. She is preoccupied. Well, she's dead. That's right. She's dead. Yeah.
I didn't mean it.
How many gangers are still alive?
3.
And that's including the leader?
Yes.
Okay.
The lead ganger, the guy, one of them has the stuff, and there's another one. There's a couple of them dead. The servitor was the one you just dispatched. The gun servitor is still there. 2 of the guards are dead. Their servitor has also been destroyed by this point. So, and a lot of them are on fire.
Okay. So, but the gang leader is trying to escape.
Yes, they're going to start to escape. That's their action. And now that leaves Juliet and Aid, I believe.
Hit him, Juliet.
Okay, so how many guards are left?
3.
Okay.
Yeah, no, 4 total.
And they don't get hurt much by my flamer.
I mean, you just didn't. They have a really high resilience. That's why I just didn't. They don't have any special immunities or resistances. I'm just use that as flavor.
Now, are they still on fire?
Yes.
They're still on fire.
So you don't forget to roll for that whenever that happens. I don't remember if it happens
at the start of each one of their turns.
Yeah.
No.
I think they just take
it's
it's
a D3 mortal wounds.
And
Jesus.
they have to do willpower.
Flamers are no joke in this game.
Notice that. Holy crap.
So they also have to do a willpower test to actually act.
Yeah.
Because, they're on fire, screaming in pain.
That is ridiculously good. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to flamer them again.
Okay, sure.
Until they're crisp.
You're gonna take that +2 difficulty because they are farther away. If you want to get 3 of them.
Yeah, I want to get 3 of them. So I got 1,
4.
2, 3.
Unfortunately, with their defense and the bonuses, they all basically hit the deck and they barely don't get touched by your flames. Unless you want to spend Wrath, but you only have 1 left. Actually, no, you have 1 left.
Okay, and
don't forget your card.
Did I see Sharky eating that girl's neck?
Yes, you are very much aware of the brutality that that Bruce has undertaken. His blood everywhere.
His eyes go black like a shark.
Yeah.
I want to talk about him being corrupted by his power and eating her face and tempted.
I'm
tempted
totally
by
gonna
his
take
mutation.
Yeah, so actually say what do you actually say to him? If you want to use the card, I need you to actually say what do you want to actually say? What does Juliet say to Bruce? He's screaming at Bruce from all the way across the warehouse.
Oops.
Hey, stop trying to see my card.
Is your inspirational words of how bad Bruce is.
Brucey, you're very naughty. Stop that.
Oh.
I want to yell at Bruce and say, Bruce, don't give in to the temptation of foul power.
Oh yeah, don't worry, I won't.
That's disgusting.
Foul hunger. Foul hunger. All right, yeah, sure. So all the protagonists may make a corruption, resist corruption, a conviction test, and if you risk it, you will gain a wrath, regardless if you succeed or not.
Fail it?
No, you don't.
Oh! I crit it.
Yeah,
okay, so
he does.
I'm an angel.
So my DN test is now higher because I'm corrupted.
Yep, you get +1 difficulty.
I'm not going to risk getting corruption because it's...
Oh, you failed.
But I get my wrath back.
Yeah, you do get wrath. Yeah.
And another corruption.
If I succeed.
Yeah, and you have another corruption, so you now have 6.
Well,
I need another wrath token.
Okay, sure. I'm gonna deal it to Bruce and Jacta because that's the people who risked it.
Wait, is Juliet making a corruption
No, she's
test?
not. She said she wasn't going to test it. Which I think is very... Which, technically, that card is great for you because you get all those bonuses to resist corruption. So it's technically good for you. But I totally understand why you don't want to risk it. It's perfectly fine. So now people have more... more wrath. All right. Why did Bruce have 2?
Because he already had 1.
Oh, I thought he was out.
Nope. I was the only one that was out.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so that was your card. You can still go though. So you still Oh, that's right. You flame them. They ducked. Now they're running. There's gonna be another volley of fire on the. Did Bruce have you gone this turn?
He murdered the woman.
Is this still the same round? I thought it was the previous.
He went first. He was the first PC.
Yeah, I was the very first.
So yeah, there's another volley coming up for you, Juliet.
No.
Okay, that's 5 total. So they definitely hit you. What's your defense? 2, 3, probably 2.
2.
Okay, so they're gonna shift 1 to damage. So that's 2d. You take 2 more wounds.
Can I?
You can soak that if you wish. You have to roll soak, and you will take the number of wounds you soak plus 1 in shock. Wow, that's not good. You take 2 wounds. You still take a shock because there's always a price for even attempting the roll. So you take 1 shock, and then now you take 2 wounds.
2 wounds, 1 shock.
Where are you at now, wound-wise?
Sorry?
Juliet. I'm talking Juliet.
Yeah.
So I have 3 wounds now.
You out of how many?
Out of 5.
Okay, you should be lightly wounded, so don't forget you have a +1 to all your difficulties. I need like a little indicator, for you guys to put up when you're lightly and heavily wounded, so when I look, I can just like, oh, okay, I can figure out the difficulties, or you have to tell me.
Yeah.
All right. So
you could actually mark our tokens.
Yeah, I could. Or can you guys can mark your tokens for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know when you're lightly wounded or not. This is something I'm not visible. So
I would just put like the red dot if you're wounded, and then maybe like the red X if you're
heavily wounded. Sure, done. I'm cool with that. We'll figure something out. Cool.
Oh, I'm not wounded.
Yeah. So yeah, you get just pelted with these things, but these guys are also scattered. Like they're scattering and moving. Their mass chaos has ensued. Okay, so who hasn't gone to the PCs? I think everyone's gone. Abe. Okay, Abe's gonna try to shoot. He's gonna make a cold shot on the guy with the bag and see if he can disable him. It's gonna be really hard for him. Okay, let me look at his AIDS character sheet. How do I roll combat roll? That's weird. Guess it's a skill. I guess we just roll the skill. Yep. Wow.
Good work, Ed.
Yeah, he got a lot. Yeah, and he moves at least one over to damage, and he got a crit. So let me see. I deal that one to me. A for the clit. Yeah. Oh, and he's hindered. Yep, he is totally going to you shift that over to doing D3 plus 1 wounds, and he's hindered 2, which means he has huge difficulty for doing, and he beat the difficulty to actually do it. So, yeah, he's pretty much out of flipping commission. Yep. Yeah. So Age shoots this dude in the leg, and he goes down like a sack of potatoes. Like part of his looks like his knee is gone, like just pulverized by the hot shot lads. And he goes careening into part of the door, like the door frame. Like just as he was about to go through the door, he just goes swap and just crumples in the ground.
Nice.
The gang leader attempts to try to grab the bag off the barely conscious body of the guy who was carrying it, and that's what he's trying to do. So we're back at the top of the.
Which bag was that? Sorry.
What?
Which bag was that? There's one bag, is there?
There was a couple bags, but he's got the biggest bag.
Oh, so the one, because the one I jumped down, that was being chased by the.
So you jumped down on the leader, on the guard leader.
Yeah, and then there was a bag near there.
No, she was following a guy. Because he had the bag of stuff.
Okay, so all right.
And he was making a beeline for the door. You didn't follow him because you were too busy with her. And then, as he just about to hit the door, Aid took a pot shot from all the way over there.
Oh, okay,
and took his knee out. And and the gang leader is trying to grab the bag, and so he can leave with the stuff.
Oh, more motherfuckers! All right.
This is the top of the round.
Should we mulch the gang leader?
I mean, whatever happened to I want to interrogate people?
Well, that all went out the window once I chewed through someone's neck, and now I'm mutating. Chaos has basically got me. So.
Yes.
I mean, how far away is the gang leader from everyone?
It depends. From Bruce, he's about 12 meters. From Jacta, he's about another like 18 to 20, because you're farther back than everyone else. And Juliet is about 20 to 24, but she's also elevated too.
I think. I don't know. I mean, I can't actually get to them and attack, so.
I could reach the gang leader.
Yeah. Do it.
You feel full out like run.
Well, so I can move my distance, and then I can multi-action to what is it?
Weapon. Do you?
Yeah, you can multi-attack, and then you can
Not multi-attack, multi-action, because the
right.
multi-action I would do would be a charge and a run, or whatever the other one is.
Mm-hmm.
If I can find it.
Do it. Mulch him.
Let's see. Yeah. So if you guys want me to go, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, do it. I can't get, so you do.
So Jacta will move, uses movement to move, and then multi-action to make a run, to move another 8, and then charge another 8.
Okay, sure. So you have all kinds of penalties to hit him.
Yep. So the +2 for the multi-action, but then I get a +1 for charging.
Do it. Charge him now.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You can attempt. You could try to Wrath if you want to see if you can get more.
I'm assuming that doesn't hit him then.
Yeah, his defense is at least 3. Plus, you have at least what +2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will be re-rolling 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 dice, and then the Wrath dice.
Okay.
Nothing from that. And then the Wrath dice, of course, complication.
So you come screaming in, and you're trying to go in, and you bring in the sword to Ko, and unfortunately, the complication is you cut the strap that was holding the bag to the dude, and so that frees it for the gang leader to grab it and just go.
Damn it!
Okay, I would like to spend our glory and then now try my hand at it, I guess.
You guys don't have any glory.
Ed just got a crit, didn't he?
He shifted it for the severity.
Yeah, he shifted for the
on
severity.
the Wrath die. Getting a 6 on the Wrath die gives you glory.
Oh, yeah, in combat it does. That's what I forgot. That's one thing. If you get a crit, you get an automatic Wrath. Not a Wrath, glory to the pool.
Yeah.
So, yes, if you would like to use it, you can.
Okay, I think I'm going to just have to do exactly the same thing that you just did just then.
Do you have enough movement?
Well, I can move 12, and he's 12 away from me. So if I move and then run and charge.
Well,
you don't even have to charge.
Well, you move
or run.
Well, yeah, you run. You don't because normal people is 6. That's a normal movement, but you'd have to use your action to move again, basically, to get the 12, or you can straight up charge as an action.
Then attack.
Well, because he can move for 6, and then he can charge for another 6.
Oh, does charging actually give you an extra 6? I thought it was just it gives you an extra die.
Charge lets you make a full move and then attack.
Right. So it basically lets you use it goes 12, and then
it gives
attack.
you a bonus die, right?
But you got to go.
You use your move action to move your full move, which is 6 as a human. Then you charge to get another 6 meters of movement, and then an attack.
Cool. Okay. Well, I will do that. And I think I'm going to aim and try and just get some extra damage out of this. Let's go. I've got.
You mean you're going to all out?
There.
Well, you can't aim or all out because you moved.
Yep.
Oh. Well, I didn't aim. No, I didn't all out anyway. But yeah. So I got 6 there.
1, 2, 3. Yep.
Oh wait, no, 7. Sorry.
7, and you were trying to go for the gang leader.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. You get him. Was this an athletics test or a?
No, this was just a straight up attack.
Okay. What are you attacking him with?
Being nice.
His bloody teeth.
Yep.
Okay.
So can I shift that
corn?
6?
Okay. Sure. Go.
Cool. So that's 3 ED. Oh, mother. I'm gonna use Wrath to reroll that.
Really? Okay.
What?
Yeah. Because he has to die. Well, also because if he has better armor, I'm only doing 7 damage. So.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm gonna use a Wrath to reroll.
I guess
that.
you do still have 2, so.
Okay, so that gets an extra 1. So that's 8 damage. Which
this is the ganger. This isn't the guards. They don't have actually as good armor.
Okay.
Yeah, you bite into him. You take a chunk out of him, and that makes him stumble through the doorway. But he is still actively moving.
Alrighty. Shit.
But now you're engaged with him.
Yep. Which means he has to disengage. If he wants to move away from you, he has to disengage and do all this other stuff.
True. Alrighty. Welp.
All right. So that was your. So he's got to go. So he's. Can I disengage and then move? I think, or is it just disengage?
Disengage is you get to move half your movement and not get attacked.
Yeah, he's gonna disengage from you.
Okay. Cheeky.
With the bag. That will be his action. So you PCs can go.
Can anyone else see him? Like Ed?
No.
I'm
Yeah, you two. Juliet, basically, it's Aid and Juliet that are left to do anything.
I'm too high to get him.
Yeah, he's also in a through a doorway now, so he's basically in a hallway. So he's
Okay.
out of visual range to Juliet and Aid at this point.
Oh, okay. So
kill the rest of the guards.
yeah,
No,
murder.
Yeah. Can I use my inspired blessing to heal myself?
Sure. Let me look real quick. That's one of the faith talents, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me look at it real quick because this is the first time you're using it.
Mhm.
Nice. Photos.
Faith. The Acts of Faith. The
Wait, no. Actually, that one's just shock. Wait, let me look at that.
There's acts. You have Act of Faith, right?
I want to use Spirit of Martyr.
Yeah, Spirit of the Martyr. Yeah, sure. Yeah. You only have 2 points or 1 point of faith.
I have 2 points.
Okay, so you can go ahead and spend that.
Okay, and I take 1 shock. And let me roll a d3.
Oh, which one did you pick? You only get 2 effects. Oh,
I think we
everyone.
just lost her.
Yep. No.
So that would be 1? Wait.
No, you get 2 effects. When you pick the talent, you get 2 effects that you can choose from. If you want all 4 of them, you have to buy the talent again.
So I want to heal myself full.
Okay. So you roll 1d3? Oh, you did? No, 2d6.
Oh.
I rolled a d6 and it was a 1.
Okay, so you heal 1 wound.
Yeah.
You sort of focus for a moment, and even amongst all the fire and the las gun and the shouting and the blood, you sort of center yourself, and you sort of have a mantra that goes through your mind, a prayer, and you are filled with a sort of a clarity and a feeling of wholeness, and you've recovered every wound. To get the points of faith back, you'll need to do things in game that are faith based. We'll go over that, but just right now, you only have 1 point of faith left right now.
Okay. Cool.
Do it, Ed.
Okay, so that was their action. So the one of the gangers, because there was one unharmed, is going to try to shoot at Jacta because Jacta is in the way.
Unacceptable.
Yep.
We're behind Bruce.
Hey, man. You could try.
He got 5 successes to hit Jacta.
He gonna hit Jacta.
He gonna hit Jacta. Luckily, this is just like a stub pistol. A stubber.
You silly Hansa.
Shift 1 hit damage. He does, I think. What's your resilience right now?
10.
10. Yeah, he plings off your armor from behind.
Oh, it tickles.
Yep. And then that was there. Go. No. Yep. Go. It's Aid. Yeah, he is going to try to fire at the one that just tried to shoot you.
Do it.
Jacta.
What a pal.
Well,
What a fella.
He's good like that. 2, 3.
Oh, this could have ended so differently.
Yeah,
He
he
taught these fellas down.
plops that dude. He's gonna move that one for damage. Yep. And you get 1 more. Yeah, that dude just kind of bowls over and gets shot with a very powerful lasgun shot. All right, and that guy down. That should be everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Now we're gonna go top of the round. PCs go.
I would like to give in to the temptations of the warp
Oh dear lord.
and bifurcate this guy that's running away from us. So the way this works, it's on 366 for your reference.
Yep.
Matt. But basically, I convert all results of a 1 into a 6.
Yep.
And I gain D6 corruption.
Yep.
And basically, the act of super violence I'm planning to do is like just walk through this man like he's a door. Just 2 hands in and just like that.
I'm thinking. Give me a moment.
Can Juliet still see you?
Technically, no.
Well,
No.
I mean, probably,
But you'll. Okay, I'll let
So-
you do that. If you do, here's the question: why do you want to do this? Is this a thing that Bruce feels
well,
that
I'm
he's
basically doing
lust.
it because I think it's sort of like Sharky bloodlust, like
okay?
you know,
If you
seeing red.
if it's there is if there's a emotional reason rather than just I need a lot more dice.
No, it's like I think it's the whole failing 2 corruption things in a row and being like, yes, I love it. Blah,
That's
blah,
fair.
blah.
That's fair. I will accept that. Just know that getting corruption, it's very hard to get rid of. Very hard.
Yes, I know.
All right.
Don't
So
worry. So I'll roll my D6 corruption now.
yes.
Okay, so that's 6. So I'm now gone from being pure in this session to being basically 2 more mutations.
Noted.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm contaminated now.
You're a bad boy.
Oh, you were.
Juliet is just crying,
You could have saved me, Julie.
pleading.
She's like Yoda in that scene where all the younglings die.
yeah.
No. So
Um,
yeah, contaminated. Yep. You're plus 2 TN for all of it.
And he's not adjacent to me anymore, is he? Like, as in he's not. I have to move, don't I?
Hold on. Actually, I'll deal with this in a minute. Yeah, he's so. Yeah, you got to move up to him, but you should be able to get to him without a problem.
Okay, cool. So I can't. I think I'm just gonna do again a cold shot. I can't charge or anything, so yeah, I'll just do that. All right, so that 1 there becomes a 6. The comp doesn't actually change because it specifies, so I do get a complication.
Yep.
So that's a total of, what does that make that? Like
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6,
Yeah, his defense.
Well, so
this
it's
one's defense is
5.
3.
6, 7, because the 1 in there becomes a 6.
Yeah,
well,
that's
right?
one.
Yeah, cool.
No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm counting the 1. And then you roll a 1.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, you're gonna get it. His defense is only 3.
So that's 7. So there's 3 5s.
Yep.
6s count as double. That 1 there becomes a 6, and that 6 that's already there is 2.
Oh, that's right. The 6, the 1 counts as a 6, not as an icon. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So, what would you want to shift for damage?
Yeah, I'd love to shift 2 extra for damage if I could.
Sure. Okay.
Cool. So that's a 6 ED now.
6 ED. That's how many? You can always shift 6s.
Yeah, so I have 2 base
Oh, okay.
for the
And
teeth, and
yeah.
then I get 2.
oh, you can shift both
I
of
get
them.
4 extra.
Yeah, so that's 4 ED.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
I meant this one.
I was like 6 ED. What?
Which, so that's an extra 3, so that's 10 damage.
On this guy.
Unless those ones also get.
Yeah. No. Yeah, you
Then
get it.
6.
Yeah. You
Can I just use my wrath to reroll that damage?
Sure, if you feel so inclined.
I think we need to make sure this guy's dead. So, boop, and then reroll 2d6. Okay, definitely worth it. So that's an extra
3. Yeah, you chomp you grab this guy and you just chomp down, and part of his torso gets like ripped open. You can see rib cage and everything. Blood goes every. Jack, dude, this is gross. Like this dude, he grabs this dude and just bites in, and then he just starts back.
Do
and
I need
forth.
to make another conviction test?
Yeah, you actually do. This is so fucking gross and awful.
One icon.
Yeah, you're lucky. That's what you just need one because this is a very basic thing. Yeah, this is like, but it still doesn't matter. His dude has just lost his shit in killing this guy. Just all the eyes are rolled back. It's not like he's reveling in it. It's not like he enjoys this. Maybe he does on some level, but you think like that primitive shark brain, whatever he's got in there, is just taken completely over at this point, and is just turning this guy into chum. It's just gross.
And everybody wondered why Jacta doesn't trust Bruce.
Yeah,
that was a nice guy.
Yeah, that guy goes down. I'm gonna basically close out the combat here. You guys clear up the last of them. However,
I'm taking a hiver alive, or a ganger alive if I can.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'll say, well, you have one of them alive because the dude who got his knee blown out is still alive.
Good.
So he ain't going anywhere, and you guys have the bag of stuff.
Take it away from Bruce.
Yeah,
not allowed to have it, Bruce.
All right, we're gonna take a break here because we're actually a little late for a break. So everyone, we're gonna go break for 10 minutes. Thank you, everyone. Sorry for the technical difficulties earlier. I'll have to make a little bit of correction and a little bit of a annotation before I put this up on YouTube. But everyone, we'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Nice.
So everyone.
Okay.
No, yeah, that's with his strength and everything because that's added together. Or it's like 10 or 13 with minus 3 AP. So yes, hello, welcome back, everyone. Hello. We're dealing with the aftermath of that, frankly, shit show. That's all I can say. That was. So our PCs have, our agents have been able to subdue or scatter whatever resistances was in this warehouse. It didn't go quite the way they wanted. Bruce has annihilated 2 people with his devastating shark teeth, and is covered in gore. They have recovered a bag full of stuff that they don't know what's in it. And you guys, when you guys sort of collect yourself, Aid has come down off the rafters. Juliet has come down as well. You see Bruce there, just utterly head to toe in gore.
I think we should flush him.
Oh no!
You adopted him.
Hey guys, don't worry, it's still me. And on cue.
All right.
Bro.
So let me clarify something. Let's try to be in character when we talk about this because your characters are there. Very real things have happened.
Yeah.
Try to. It's fun and good to joke about it, but sometimes you need to focus. And so
I don't feel so good, guys.
Within it's like, and Aid's just looking around. He's starting to go through the bodies and just see what's what. What is anyone else doing, if anything?
I'm gonna go liberate that dueling pistol.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I
you
think...
you look down and you got it. Yeah, it's a dueling pistol. Very nice make. It's not exceptionally. It's not like a mastercrafted item or anything, but it's very nice. It's jammed. It's gonna need a little work.
I accept.
I want to see what's in the bag.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. What's in the bag? Yeah. You pull the bag because I think Jacta, you got the bag.
No, I'm not going near Bruce.
Oh, Bruce has got the bag.
I didn't really pick it up. I just
no.
walked
So you walk past Bruce and you walk past this just viscera. That's the only real way I could describe it. Just barely a body, viscera, and this bag that's been drenched in blood. You pick it up, and you look in the bag, and there are these small wooden boxes. Like I said, 2-hand size. Do you open one of them up?
Yes.
Okay. And you open it up and sort of break it open. Some of this stuff doesn't make a whole lot of sense to you. It's not what you were expecting. It's not vials of liquids or anything like that. Some of this stuff is parts, like small parts to a machine. Some of it is like powders, and some of it looks like it is other pieces of equipment. Some of this looks like a container full of like small crystals, like it's networked together in this matrix and has a crystal. You're not sure. You're not a tech person. I'm assuming you don't have any levels of tech use, I think they call it. Yep.
No.
Yeah.
I have tech use.
But you're not looking at the things.
It's true.
You're looking at a very shiny new little gun. Yeah, so that's what you find. If you open up another one, you find other odd bits and bobs. You're not sure how all this gets put together.
Okay. I want to call everyone over to look at it, except for Bruce. Bruce can just sit in the corner.
I think I'm praying. I think
are you actually
on the
praying?
ground.
Are you actually
Are you
praying?
sure you're not sucking on a disabled or like disemboweled piece of meat?
Yeah.
I mean, I could be doing both. I could be like praying and eating a guy's heart at the same time. No, I think Bruce is probably going to be quite freaked out about realizing what's happened. And
Yeah, you
feeling
kind
guilty.
of have come after like Juliet passes you to like pick up the bag. You sort of start coming to your senses, and you realize you are just head to toe in blood and gore and guts and awful.
Yeah.
Your mouth, you got nothing but copper is in your mouth right now, like just drenched in blood. You realize you swallowed, like you've physically swallowed a whole bunch of flesh, and you're like, Oh, and like you probably go over and you don't feel good and you're like nauseous and you're probably sitting by a box just not knowing what to do with it. You're
I think I'm actually going to approach Jules and be like, Jules, help!
No.
No.
Right now.
Did you bop him on the nose?
Please.
No, she gives him the Holy Emperor's hand. No.
Wow.
Just no. Yeah, she doesn't seem to be wanting to deal with you right now.
Okay. I think I'm going to be whimpering.
Yeah, you go up to the corner and start whimpering. You're literally green around the gills.
Yep.
And Dade comes over and Jacta comes over. I'm assuming Jacta does.
Mm-hmm.
You start looking at the stuff. You can roll me tech use. This won't be easy because you don't have you don't have all the stuff in display.
Well, it's
3
icons with a critical success.
That's 1. Yep, 3. Unfortunately, even with a critical success, you're not able to make it.
Damn it!
You fail the roll just because you don't have all of it together. Like you would need to take all the parts out. You would need to start arranging them. You'd have to have some idea what they were used for, because there's millions of things this type of stuff could be used for. You're pretty sure, I will give you this, you're pretty sure that some of the crystal stuff looks like it's used for like part of a cogitator, like something that processes and not thinks, but like basically processes and moves through calculations.
He like sits there and starts like putting things together.
He's like, that doesn't work. Nope. That doesn't work. Nope. Within a few minutes, you hear lots of footsteps, and you turn around, and there is a dozen or so guards start showing up. As these are all insigniaed guards. These are all people that bear the security motif of this warehouse, and they all have las guns, and they have all going, who's in charge? What's going on here? Hell, they're all a lot of them are pointed at you because you're the only like people that are up.
I think I'm going to try and not be noticed.
Roll stealth then.
Keep quiet. Yeah, because I think that can only end poorly. Whoa, dreadful. 2.
Well, you're hiding behind a box. That's what you're doing.
A very tiny box.
Yeah, far too small. A box
and
covered in blood.
So yeah, you guys got las guns, pistol, and Aid's like, he's got his gun at the ready, but he hasn't raised it. He's looking to you guys.
Jacta just sort of like looks over his shoulder at these guys as he's still messing with the parts. What do you want?
We are, you all are under the house arrest of House Exet for trespassing and potential burglary and crimes against and theft. Burglary, theft, breaking, entering, and possible murder. Please come with us. The suppressors have been called. They will be here within an hour.
Jacta just sort of looks at the sister. Do your holy thing.
Yeah, tell them to go away. Just get everyone to leave us alone.
I think we should just go with them, because what else are we gonna do? Fight them as well?
I am a little bit concerned about going.
Stuff.
I'm a little bit concerned about going into their captivity and then mutating into a horrible demon, and then you guys all being.
You don't know you're mutating to a horrible demon.
No, I know, but like out of character, I'm more worried about it screwing you guys over. I don't necessarily mind if it happens to Bruce. I'm just worried about it like actually derailing the campaign.
Oh no, one player's actions has a detrimental effect on all the other players.
Yeah, well,
May have needed to think about their actions.
oh, look, you know.
Jacta puts the rest of the parts away in the bag
Yeah.
and then shoulders it.
Okay. What does Juliet do?
So you're not going to let him take it at all? We're going to try talk our way out.
I don't know. Why do we gotta stop for these assholes?
You're in position.
We can hear you.
Okay.
I know what I said.
He looks to you and's like, please follow us right now. And by this point, a couple of them have said, hey, there's a weird-looking one over here by the box.
Yeah, don't fuck with him. He's
Don't touch that guy.
I'll keep your distance, fellas.
You get up and you see the just gore over here, and you're like, they're looking at their boss very wide-eyed, like, what the fuck is this? It's like, and they're all like pointing the guns. Most of the guns are now pointed at Bruce because he looks like he's an axe murderer.
a mouse murderer.
And he's like, okay, and you like follow us. And if you guys follow them, do you?
I want to follow them.
Jack just says, hold on a second, and I grab the one ganger that's still alive, and I start dragging him with me.
Yeah, he's unconscious by this point, and Barry, his bottom of his leg is barely attached, but you start dragging him too, and they basically start leading you, corralling you into basically, they don't have like holding cells, but they do have like a large like storage room. Not the one that you guys made your entrance into, but another one that has no windows, no other doors. There's barely anything in here, and they kind of just put you guys in there, and they're like, we're gonna have 2 guards inside and outside until the suppressors get here.
Before one of them, like before they leave, or if there's still 2 in there, I'm like, you might want to shackle me, mate.
They do shackle. They would have restraints, so they restrain all of you. Even though they restrain Juliet, but she's still in her power armor because they can't. It's really hard for them to make you get out of it.
Is this the part where she's just like, really? Chink.
Well, some of these are magnetic too, so they're like they're mag locks.
You letting them desecrate your armor like that?
So you're in there. That dude, there are 2 guards inside. You basically are stuck in there, and for a little while, the ganger is unconscious. He will need medical help to get conscious or be cognizant anytime soon. While we're waiting for the suppressors to show up, hey, Fats, do me a big old favor.
Yes.
Roll me.
D66.
You're gonna roll me 66. The first roll, I already know the first mutation you're going to get, and I will present that to you later.
Oh,
severe.
Okay.
Did you just roll a 66?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right. That was for. So now roll a 66 again.
Well, don't you want to resolve just in case, because we have to add 10 onto each mutation?
The first one is minor. First one was a minor mutation. You rolled 66, which means you have to re-roll on the severe mutation. So go ahead.
Oh, okay, cool.
So now you're rolling on the 66 major severe mutation table.
36.
Okay. Plus 10 because you already had one prior mutation.
46. An excess of eyes.
Bravo.
Yep. Noted.
That's amazing for me, actually. Holy shit. So yeah, feel free to describe how
I will
happens.
let you know when that happens. This is not This is not an immediate. This is. I'm going to sit and think about how I'm going to torture you with this.
Yeah. Okay. Is it alright if I just put enter the mutations in now though, so I don't?
Yes.
Forget?
Go ahead and write that one.
Cool.
And then we're gonna roll again. Did you get another mutation? You got 3 total because you've complicated one of your
23.
23 on the first one. Okay.
So that's 32.
Yeah, 32, which means actually that would be plus 20 actually.
Yeah, so 42 then, right?
40.
Brute.
Yeah, brute.
3. Sorry.
Ooh, that's gonna be
On the
minor. That's minor.
Mi-
We're on the minor.
Oh,
table.
minor, not mental.
Yeah.
Okay.
It always starts at minor, and then goes to severe if you roll high enough. It's just late in the corruption scale, you're always likely to hit the severe ones, so you're likely to get the high ones.
Oh yes, also amazing. Brute.
Yes. And also, you're going to get another one. This is the first one you got. It's called compulsion.
Yep.
Basically, in combat, when you roll a complication, you will activate and you'll like have to start like chomping and eating people like that.
Okay.
You're under that compulsion. Not that you wouldn't already do that, but now it's like no. Even when you don't want to do that, you will do that.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
it will not always elicit a corruption test, but it may.
Yeah.
I'm just going to let you know right now.
Cool. Rad. Okay. Well, that's not as bad as I thought it would be.
No, just the social implications of being utterly corrupted.
Oh, I mean, I already had them anyway.
I was damned anyway.
Yeah, right.
Was the Oh yeah, that's right. I was looking at brute.
Malignancies.
Make sure you modify all your traits and stuff. But don't do it just note that you have it because the. All right, so you guys are in there for about an hour. Jack, are you still putting pieces together?
Yeah, and I'm waiting for this guy to wake up.
Okay. Juliet, what are you doing?
Can I do medical care to that guy? That's
sure. Roll a Medicaid test. I will say there's a small difficulty because your hands are locked, but you can, with Jacta's help, you can do a few things.
One.
Yeah, he needs a lot. He needs a lot of help. He needs like all his lower leg is going to need almost complete reconstruction.
But does he wake up?
No, he does not wake up.
I slap him some.
Nope, doesn't work.
Damn it.
It's called severe blood loss and bodily trauma.
I look over to one of the guards. Hey, either you guys got a stim pack?
Get bent.
Wow.
I bent my foot up your ass. Get over here.
Nope. Shut up.
With all due respect, fellas, don't you want to help out this fellow friend of ours?
They look at you and go, no.
He's an innocent person. I don't understand how you could just let someone like that die, covered in gore.
Covered in gore. And not feeling good. Like, you feel all like kinds of messed up in here. I'm looking. Hey, Juliet. You need to make me an awareness test, please.
okay.
Hey, you rolled pretty good.
Nice.
So that's 6?
Yeah, you got 6 total. Would you like to shift to 6 to more information?
Yes.
Okay. So you're working on this guy, and that's fine and dandy, and you very quickly realize you just don't have the tools for this.
Mm-hmm.
He needs IVs, he needs fluids, he probably needs a transfusion. You need to do stuff you need to start reconstructing the leg, a whole bunch of other stuff. And you're looking down, and you're Jacta and the guards are going back and forth, and Bruce is being a shit like he normally is. And you look over, and you kind of get up this weird sensation. You look over at Bruce, and you're like, Bruce just looks off. Like, he feels off to you. Like, It's not the gore. It's not just the gore. It's not just that. He just looks off. And that's when you notice, and it's almost, it's kind of, it's very small, it's very faint, but then you look at it, and it's right there. Right around his neck area where his gills are, there almost seems to be like a weird spot, and then when you see it, you see another eye looking at you. It looks like one of Bruce's eyes are looking at you. And Bruce, you still can't process like all this extra information or anything, so you're unaware of this.
Yeah.
And you also just like, and if you go up and look or get close to him, you just start feeling weird. Like he's always been kind of a jackass and always.
What are you talking about? A really nice guy.
He's a really nice guy, but he's also a mutant. So,
Yeah.
translate jackass. But he's always felt relatively normal, but this feels just off. Like there's something wrong. There's definitely something wrong in or with Bruce at this point in time.
Okay.
And this is gonna probably get worse before it gets better, type of situation.
We can cut it off.
We need to exercise him.
But it's up to you. Just if you want to confront him, you have that information now. Only you are currently aware of it. It's just really like your general awareness of Bruce and your general knowledge of mutants and how they operate and all this other stuff that you start getting this odd sensation about him. I'll let you take it however you see fit.
Okay. Sure. I want to ask Bruce how he's feeling. Besides eating people, like, what kind of feelings is he feeling right now?
Oh well, aside from being pretty full, I don't know. I don't feel great. I feel pretty low, like maybe the opposite of when I was on those when I had that midnight. You know how like everything was like great and was going to be good forever? I feel like it's the exact opposite of that now. Where everything's bad.
Oh, oh no. I want to like wave my hand and like by his third eye and ask if he can see my hand.
She's asking you to like see something. You're like she's doing this.
How
number,
many
like,
fingers am I holding up?
Well,
it's almost like she's petting you, but she's not touching you.
I'll put this into context.
I do not want to touch him.
My passive awareness is 7. So
yeah,
if you think that changes anything,
that is not in full effect yet. Just yet.
No. But even if it's like
she does that and you don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Nah.
I just want to get down and start praying.
How's Jacta doing?
I don't think I noticed you.
No, you didn't. Jacta, you had no clue. You were busy fucking around, talking to the guard and messing around with the tools. And Aid is just kind of being grumpy in the corner, being silent and grumpy in the corner as he waits.
Maybe if someone didn't start shooting, I don't know.
I want to pull Bruce down and start praying and tell him to pray with me until the others get here.
Okay, sure. I think that's a good point. Go ahead and we're about to close out for the night. We're going to end a little early just because we got a late start, technical issues. We have another PC gone. I don't want him to miss too much. So I want you, before we get out of here, I want you both to roll me. All right, what's a good roll? Roll conviction for me, both of you.
I also contaminated, and I think there's a bit in the thing about how, like, you can passively mutate other people.
Well, it depends on what you do, and you can now potentially, if you do corrupting acts, it is potential from a narrative perspective to influence, force other people to get corrupt.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, just so you're careful, Jules, maybe.
Well, she's also very resistant to it.
Yeah, that is true.
That's her.
Oh boy,
my roll is really bad. Am
I making one as well?
No, you're not praying.
That?
Complication.
Juliet. Yeah, you can re-roll yours if you want.
Doesn't Juliet doesn't sisters get a bonus too?
No, not for this roll. This is not a resist corruption check.
Oh, okay.
So this is more of a narrative fun thing, but I thought what would be the best or most appropriate roll. So you got 1, but you got a complication, Bruce, and Jules, you re-rolled your conviction?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you already had one success, so you didn't need to re-roll that. You just Oh, you got two. You got two. Okay.
Yeah.
And Bruce got one with complication. Okay. You're both praying. You're praying. Bruce, not much happens with you, other than just this. Like you're praying, the words don't mean like they don't. You're so discombobulated by what happened. You kind of lost. You literally like almost feel like you blacked out. You barely have memories of what just happened. You got flashes in your mind of the brutality that you somehow conducted, and you're not exactly sure how that happened. And so the words, the prayers, they don't. There's no focus. There's no solidarity with them. But Juliet, you pray and you realize Bruce is something's wrong with Bruce, and you want Bruce to be well, and you want him to get better, and you realize that it's just he needs more guidance, and you're praying and you feel like the sensation that there's hope for him, there's hope for you, this can succeed, and you could help Bruce, but Bruce has got. You feel like Bruce has got to walk a very hard path to make that work. Harder than it was before. Harder than you felt that it was before. And yeah, so you're kind of left with the sensation that it is not going to be easy days for him going forward.
Okay. But it's going to be okay.
But
Bruce.
it could be okay, maybe, just maybe. You hope.
The Emperor is still with us.
If the Emperor willing.
He still believes in you.
Oh, aw.
Well, that's good to know.
And with that, we're gonna end because the Emperor believes in us. We're gonna end this session here. Thank you, my players. It was super fun. Apologize that it was mostly combat, but I think it was a super interesting combat because a lot of weird shit was going on. So from everyone at home, we're gonna be back in 1 week. Thursday night, 8 p.m. Come back, say hello. Oh, if you want to know more about what I'm doing, I'm at Bioimportance on Twitter. Remember, if you're watching this, Simulacra TV, either on Twitch or on YouTube, you can catch all the other games there. So please check us out. All right, bye bye, guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.